Well, there's lots of things that will be upsetting us all. Bronwyn Bishop, you've been around politics and Parliament and governments and budgets long enough to know that when we've got things like petrol prices going up, that always leads to inflation, doesn't it, Bronwyn?
Yes, indeed it does, and it leads to a good deal of angst in the community. There can be many things which people say upset the community, but nothing does it quite like the cost of petrol, because it impacts on everything you do, how many trips you're going to make, how far you're prepared to go. It can impact on whether you take your kids to the sports. It drives the cost of food, it drives the cost of everything. And it also drives election outcomes. And well, I remember, Gary, when John Howard lost the seat of Ryan, when John Moore retired, and the seat of Aston came up, and the petrol prices were going through the roof, and the party room was just alive with saying, you've got to do something, you've got to cut back on the excise and reduce the cost. Now, the government has got capacity, and I hope the reason they haven't said anything is there'll be something in the budget, because once inflation takes off, if we start then to see wages trying to chase inflation, inflation goes up some more, we're in a great sea of pain. So it's very important, I think, that some action is taken, and it's not only the size of the excise itself, but of course we pay GST on the excise, which has always been a niggling point about a tax on a tax, which is something we don't do, or the conservative side of politics don't do. But in this case, it is. So there is room to do something in the budget, and I do sincerely hope they will do it, because I might add, John Howard won that seat of Aston.